Awesome. So like I said, I want to start a little bit different, right? I don't want to talk about the solution, don't want to talk about Calero yet, right? I want to talk about the partnership. I want to talk about why Calero and ARG. When we go and we build our channel programs and we look for our channel partners, right? We look for partners that really serve with a purpose, right? And as we were going through with ARG, I always go through, I look at the websites, I look at some of the use cases, some of the success stories, right? And one thing that I've noticed throughout ARG is we have a saying right around IT clarity, right? And so you're trying to figure out as a partner, hey, is that just a buzzword or what is that? Well, over the past couple of years, partnering with ARG, I've understood that that's your culture, right? That is who you are. You are looking to drive solutions that are gonna better your relationships, right? That are gonna better your customers. And it's funny because the one person I don't see in the room is the person I want to recognize. So I've had the privilege over the last 2 years of working with Patrick. And Patrick's not in here, right? But I want to make sure that y'all understand that as we interact with Patrick, Patrick is the partner that we look for, right? He is the person that is willing to roll up his sleeves, get his sleeves dirty, and provide us with everything we need so that we can then provide you and your customers everything you need. And I think that is super, super important, right? Because the more information we get and the more information we can give you, the more powerful the relationship is at the end of the day, right? Now, sorry, if you notice, I talk about this a little bit differently. Well, I'm not your standard channel salesperson. I'm our VP of solution consulting, but I'm not your traditional engineer as well, right? They actually let me out of the closet sometimes and talk, right? I spent 15 years on the enterprise, right? Running some of the larger telecom mobility programs globally in the world, right? American Airlines, Verizon Wireless, people of that nature, right? So one of the things I feel like I bring and my team brings is we bring that enterprise experience, right? Because I've sat there, I've taken those beatings, I've taken those meetings, right? And I know what to look for in a partner. So first and foremost, right, I wanted to say I appreciate the partnership. I appreciate everybody from ARG. I think this is a phenomenal partnership. And just over the last 12 months, we've closed 7 or 8 deals worth a couple $1 million, right? So that's been tremendous for the partnership. So everybody, hey, round of applause, thank you, right? So now, you're like, that's awesome. Who in here knows what Calero does or who Calero is? Right, see? So I got some education doing, right? So Calero, we are the largest technology expense management company in the world, okay? So when you think about a partner, a solution to where technology and finance finally meet, right? That is Calero, right? So we want to come in, we want to help you with your telecom, with your mobility, and your license management or your SaaS environment, right? To not only understand your inventory or what your contracted rates are, right? But making sure that we're holding those carriers accountable. When those carriers bill you, we want to make sure that everything is lock in step, right? Because at the end of the day, we don't want your customer coming to ARG and say, well, why were we overbilled 100,000, 50,000, whatever it is, right? So now you have a solution, and it's funny, I've heard people talk today, right? Some of the buzzwords are machine learning, AI, things of that nature, right? We've had certain solutions for probably almost 10 years now that are automating. And the way we automate is we want to become a foundational complementary solution to your customer's environment, right? So the first thing any salesperson wants to figure out is how do I become sticky in the environment, right? How do they keep coming back? How do they want to do it? Well, it's bringing in a solution that we never have to say, hey, you got to rip out A, B, and C because that's what we do, right? I don't want you to waste your $1 million investment. We want to complement it, right? We want to integrate, we want to tie into it. So then when we talk about analytics or we talk about value or we talk about visibility, it is literally at the enterprise level, right? I despise, and everybody laughs at me inside of Calero, I hate spreadsheets. I hate when people say, oh, I got this great Excel spreadsheet. There's no such thing, right? Because the inputs and the outputs are all human driven, right? So what I want to do is I want to be able to find those automation endpoints that happen organically inside of a enterprise, right? Levers and joiners, real estate updates, right? Hey, I've shut down locations. I've updated my real estate table. All that stuff comes automatically to Calero, and then that's where our AI engine, right? And now let me preference it a little bit. When I say AI, we look at it more as a augmented, not a artificial, okay? Because when we talk to customers today, we have 3 pillars of our company. And our company is our processes, our technology, and our people, right? So at any point in time, if I say AI, they're like, okay, are we replacing jobs? What are we doing? No, absolutely not, right? We're allowing you to repurpose people, go focus on other initiatives, right? But let the solution be core. And I think that's big, right? Because yet again, as that information is coming in and you're looking at that visibility, you want to be able to see, what do I have? Where do I have it? How much am I spending? And are the carriers billing us properly, right? And for us, being the largest TEM in the world, we're in over 120 different countries. We have over 3,000 carrier readers that we bring in today that we do integrations and automations with. And we're growing every single day, right? So you hear people that say, well, what do you do in India? What do you do in Saudi Arabia, right? For example, in Asia Pac, when I got here 6 years ago, I think we had 500 devices in the Asia Pac region. We now support almost 1 million, right? So we are growing globally. So when you talk scale, you talk complexity, you talk partnership, you're talking Calero at the end of the day, right? And I hope that's what you want to see. And I beg you, right? Go talk to Justin, go talk to Patrick, go talk to other people that have interacted with us, because our people and our tools are what's going to make this partnership great. All right? With that being said, I'm going for the early TKO. I'm not going to talk for 15 minutes. So thank y'all. I appreciate it.